Was there any chance you could have gone back to the Patriots or Packers?
No, they didn't show any interest at all after last year, after being released by Oakland, and so I don't think that door was ever opened again. So, but I have talked to Mark Murphy, and he's opened up the door to come back and do the one-day deals. So we're still working on time to get that done, and that way I can sign a contract and retire a Packer and end where we started.
Is it health related? Like why are you retiring?
It's not health related. Body feels great, and I guess it could be health related because I want to leave the game in that way. I don't want to play as long as I can until my body is beat up and I'm forced out. Another thing was I didn't really feel like moving my family again. They haven't even been out here in California for a year, and so that was part of it. And after playing 11 years and then 5 in college and then 4 in high school and 2 in middle school, 20-some years of football, and I think I've had a good time and enjoyed it and kind of want to go, out playing good. I don't want to slowly just get, less and less of talent every year and then just kind of fall out of the league. So I'm not going out on top, like winning a Super Bowl, but also going out when I wanted to. And my wife and I feel extremely, proud of what we accomplished and what we've done on and off the field. And, we just felt like we looked at it all different angles, probably talked about it for a couple of weeks trying to decide what to do. And every time it came down to just move back to Kansas and get the kids back in their school that they'll be at for the rest of their life and get back on the farm.
Who tried to talk you into continuing to play?
No one tried to convince me to continue to play. The Seahawks showed great interest once I got released, and I have a lot of respect for John Snyder and that organization. They reached out last year, too, when I got released by Green Bay. So I went up there and had a visit with them. But like I said, Oakland tried to get me to come back at a different deal. But like I said, when it came down to it, we just decided not to move our family again and go home and be done and be happy with it. So we're not second guessing anything we did. Like I said, my wife and I talked about it probably every day for 2 weeks. From different angles, trying to convince ourselves to retire, trying to convince ourselves to play, trying to convince ourselves that let's go move again. But every time we did it, it always came back to just be done. I mean, if you would have told me 11 years ago when I got drafted that I'd have an 11-year career, win a Super Bowl, and everything that I accomplished, I think I would take it right off into the sunset and be happy, and that's what's going to happen.
What if Aaron Rodgers calls you in late July?
That'll be an interesting phone call. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could play hypotheticals, but if he truly called and I'm not going to say begging me to come back, but asking me to come back and they're in need, it probably would be hard to say no. But we would have to see where we're at that point. That's the crazy thing that happened with James Jones the year I did tear my ACL. He was in New York during training camp, and I tore my ACL, and then he got released by New York, and everyone's like, go get James Jones. He can step right in. He knows the system, which it's a little different now since they have a new coaching staff, a new offense. But obviously there's a lot of the same that's still there. Football's football. So that would be, if that happened, that'd be a very, very interesting question. But my guess is that it won't.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.